In the recent starcitizen calling all devs refueling and repair, there is a lot to talk about there. Their first touch on the refueling aspect and repair, there's a ton of information to talk about there. I want to go over a post made in 2015, November of 2015. This went up. It was design notes for ship and repair and maintenance with a wealth of information that many of you who've joined recently over the past couple of years have not probably seen, just to give you an idea of how in-depth they want to go with repair. I doubt they're going to go as far as they've mentioned here. This was very early, 2015, but we'll get to that. Also, I want to talk about where have I been for a while, and a lot of you have been reaching out and asking me. Thank you, I appreciate that. Everything's fine. We've been in the midst of buying a house, so any of you in the market right now trying to buy a house, understand what the hell's going on. It's insane. So we're closing on a place soon, and we'll be in there in a month or two, hopefully. I'll get to remake my office and have a proper office space finally, so exciting stuff there. We'll talk more about that towards the end, but first, Jared Huckabee talking to Dan Truffin about refueling. Nothing really new here. Now, we know how mining works, a lot of the aspects from mining, but also how docking with the Connie works, where you align the box and you go dock. The same thing is going to happen now with the refueling with a boom arm from a Starfarer. So you can be the boom arm operator. You have to line it up. You have to make it go in properly. And if you miss, you can damage the boom arm or you can damage your ship. Will there be sparks? Will there be explosions? Very likely, I think there should be some repercussions to not being able to insert properly. Yes, so exciting stuff there. Looking forward to seeing how that works. But also, once you are refueling a ship, there's also going to be a whole bunch of UI where you, as the tanker pilot, can charge. Obviously, it's all free. The person receiving the fuel will say, I want X amount of fuel, and you say, this is what it's going to cost. You have to transfer the funds. So definitely a lot of exciting gameplay coming for the Starfarer owners, anyone refueling, which has been much anticipated and much waited. There are a lot of game loops in this game, which have been sitting on the back burners for so long because the front end just hasn't been ready for it. And the reason I brought up this page here is because this is from 2015. Where they already laid down what they want to do with repairing, and it goes pretty much into very deep about what they want to do with it. We'll get to that in a second. Disco Lander goes on and talks to, and I'm going to butcher his name, Johnny Jesovicius. Did I get that right? I think so. And Johnny fills in on the repair mechanics. Now, obviously, using the hand tool, we know how it works for mining. And once again, with repair, kind of same thing. You point it and you get to lay down materials or strip some materials, maybe lay down in a different place with a special nanotech that you can do. Guardians of the Galaxy comes to mind. You see Rocket repairing the ship. You know that scene? I'll see if I can find it and insert it here. If not, just believe me, it happens. Where the ship is damaged and Rocket just kind of spraying this fluid, but it's kind of building the ship as he's spraying. Same kind of concept. So let's dive into now a post made by Engineering Development back in 2015. So they had pretty good idea of what they wanted to do back then, but the technology was not in place to make it happen, but it is under full development right now. The UI is in, all the things that need to make it happen are working. And so here it is. So repair roles are self-explanatory, but here comes the interesting part, all right? Damage assessment. Now, are major components being damaged? Is it simply cosmetic damage? Is it hull breaches? A simple handheld tool will be able to fix a breach, but what happens when a critical item gets damaged? What happens if a thruster gets damaged or some conduit which leads to a thruster, which may need more than a patch job? Now, this is where it gets complicated. And there's a whole bunch of materials that you, as a repair bear, is repair bears a thing, will need. So I don't know if this is where they're going to go with this. It might not be this complicated. As I said before, this was preliminary kind of early plans from 2015. So we don't know if this is as in-depth as they want to go. At some point, it may get too complicated. It might not be as fun. But we get a good idea of what they were thinking. And you as a repair bear might, I don't know why I'm saying repair bear all the time. You as a repair person might need silicarbide tetraweave and carbon nanotube construct with osmium microalloy to repair a certain component. But if you don't have that, all you have is the hand tool pictured over here to make a repair. It's going to be a simple patch job, and your thruster, if it's damaged, will not be able to work as efficiently as it would if you landed someplace which was able to repair you properly. But hang on a second, why can't you simply crash a ship, explode it, and get insurance? Well, you can, but once they open up more star systems, and Pyre is going to be the first one we get to try this in, there's not going to be any civilization around. There's no space station for you to land at that can repair you. So you have to be very, very careful to not get damaged to the point where your ship is not able to fly. If you get damaged to a state where you need to land, the most basic thing you can do is use your handheld tool to patch up whatever it is and hope it's enough to get you to a friend somewhere which can repair you. Now, I'm using a thruster as an example, but there'll be plenty of other components and important things in your ship which your handheld tool will not be able to fix. So definitely a lot of exciting work coming for the repair guys, and here they're showing how there's an unstripped surface and here's a stripped surface which is easy to repair. So you have to actually take pieces off to make a clean surface to repair it. They went very, very in-depth with this back in 2015, and I'm curious to see how much of this is going to make it into the actual game, because they've been sitting on it for 6 years now to get the game to the point where they can actually start implementing it. So exciting stuff. I'll leave a link to this in the description below there. You can go take a look at it. Let me know what you think. But onwards to where I've been for the past couple of weeks. No, I haven't posted regularly. Thank you very much to those reaching out. Everything's fine. As I said, we're just closing on a place to live, and holy cow. Okay. I don't think I have to explain to you guys in the market for housing also. We're moving from North Carolina to a place south of Vancouver here. Oh my God, the difference in prices. Those of you who've watched the videos have seen the place I lived in North Carolina. Beautiful house, 3 garage, lovely neighborhood, right? Those houses were around $450, which is decently priced in North Carolina. But $450 in Vancouver buys you, it doesn't buy you anything. It's a nightmare. So we did manage to find something pretty decent with some good office space for me. And we're looking towards the middle of summer to actually close that and get in there. So exciting stuff. But holy cow, those of you looking for somewhere in the market right to buy, I feel your pain, man. I do. I really feel your pain. Those of you selling, congratulations. Buyers, oh my God. Let me hear your house buying nightmares below, post below. I'm pretty sure we've all got the same stories to tell. But with that, let's wrap it up. If you're new to Star Citizen and just subscribing, thank you very much. I appreciate your subscription to this channel. We'll start pumping out videos more regularly now. And with that, thank you once again. Thumbs up if you enjoy those, comments below. Appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one.